There's got to be something wrong here. It's not 9:30.
Yeah, there's something wrong. It's still stuck on this thing.
Oh, that's right. That's what it is. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Thursday morning, 6:30, February 26th. Just pulled the material that hopefully is all we need. And as I always say, ye who hopes dies in despair. So I got all the material that we need to swap out this US Boiler Burnham Independence model SIN5. 140,000 BTU gas-fired steam boiler, and we're putting in the SteamMax 125. Gotta love this boiler. It's a 4-section, 125,000 BTUs. Now these are gross numbers. This is not after waste, you know, the exhaust going up the chimney, things like that. But I love the SteamMax. Many different features that make it better than the Independence. But most importantly, it comes trimmed out. Sometimes it's a good thing, but usually it's a bad when you have to go down basement stairs and make turns, you know, having the pressure control, the sight glass, and all the electrical components already connected to it. Cumbersome, you gotta take them off. But in this case, we got an outside staircase, those Bilco doors going right into the boiler room. Ah, beautiful. I can't wait to share that with you. We're gonna get on site probably around 8:15, and the goal is to be done by 12. I got myself, Daniel, and James. We're going to make this happen. Derek's got a court appointment today for a park after dark ticket. Can you believe that, folks? Only in New York. Take two. Just going to bring us out a little bit. All right. Now, I've been doing this a while, folks. Oh, come on. Works for me. Come on. Is using a real sawzall, not this mini hacksaw, and cut the screws. Sorry, cut the nails. When I am decrating. Makes it easier. Not too shabby. All right. I cut the shipping hangers that secure the boiler to the pallet. And we're going to manhandle this beast off of it now and get ready for the guys. It's 6:40 in the morning. Yeah, we'll be on site in about an hour and 15. Good stuff, US Boiler SteamMax. Ain't she beautiful? The US Boiler Burnham SteamMax gas-fired steam boiler. Factory trimmed out. Pressure control, pigtail, sight glass, pressure gauge, low water cutoff. Folks, don't forget about the piece in the back. All right, James is backing in his truck. We're gonna load up the boiler onto his truck with the forklift, the Diack Industries, model MP001. Yep. Do you guys not have one in your shop? Come on. Everyone should have a forklift. Oh, he's gonna go over a running start. There you go. You good?
1 second.
Okay. Got to move it in a little bit because it's on that metal right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is that Burnham Independence SIN5 gas-fired steam boiler. We have 3/4 inch gas here with the old T-style gas cock. We're going to change that out. Looks a little... Yeah, there you go. Now it's straight. We'll do some component identification. Here is our Hartford Loop T. This should be a short or a close nipple. It's not. We'll change that. This is the Equalizer, which needs to be the same pipe size of the steam main leaving or one pipe size smaller for it to work properly. This is that steam main. Here's that T picking up the steam main. We're probably gonna cut here or here somewhere and rebuild that. We have an automatic water feed. We're not going to touch any of that, but we are going to leave that disabled because we want to track and make note of how much water this system is taking, because the reason why this boiler failed, and by the way, this is wrong. This is installed in the wrong orientation. This needs to be installed vertically. This 15 PSI relief valve with a nipple and an elbow and drip down. That should not be installed horizontally like that. It's a big no-no, folks. Because we want to track how much water this thing is taking on, because there's a hole above the water line. Here's our 6-inch flue, our automatic vent damper. And what's missing here is the service switch. We're going to put that in there in a minute. When we're done in a minute. 12 minutes to 8 here in the morning. Let's get the day and job rocking and rolling. All right, we're going to start by draining water out of the boiler. That's annoying. There we go. All right, let's start taking apart the electric. We're dead in there. Beautiful. Here is our thermostat wire. I'm gonna take that out of here. Oh, what is that? Oh, they didn't. There we go. Thermostat is out of the way. Wrap that up there. Let's get the line voltage disconnected. Non-contact tester tells me it's dead. Hopefully it is. Only one way to check, and let's go like that. Bzz. Get a little full there. Beautiful. All right, I moved the position of the hose bib downward. It was up, and then I have a washing machine hose going into the floor drain here. The boiler's just about empty. Let's start moving the trim, start taking this bad boy apart. Look at all the rust on the low water cutoff, and that's why they tell you to take it out every so often. Here's the automatic feeder. Let's cut this out. Put it off to the side. All right, just about done draining.
What do you want to do with the header? You want to cut it?
We're gonna probably cut somewhere, maybe here. Yeah. Or maybe, yeah, I'll cut right here. It'll get a sawzall.
Okay.
Cut that.
Sure.
And yeah, we'll take this bad boy apart. All right, we are disassembling the boiler. James is gonna get a big wrench. Let's see if we can undo these unions. It'd be easier.
Bigger?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I have, but. 2-inch union. Let me see the other wrench.
Yeah.
All right. Don't know my own strength. Listen to the whole boiler. There we go. Move this bucket out of the way. All right. Manhandle that beast out of here. Well, the head actually came off the valve. Crazy. Yeah. Being so stubborn. Get out. There you go. Okay. Why are you so stubborn, buddy? Let me show you what's something crazy here. Take a look at this vent damper. I have not unbolted anything except the cover. Whoa. They never put them on. Wow. That's factory.
That's how it is.
They never put that on at the factory. That's crazy. Oh, wow. Look at that. Insane. No. Oh, maybe. Huh. Interesting. Not what I wanted to do, but wow. All right, that's gone. Yeah, too bad Diack is a night court during the day. Let me just see how this thing's sitting there. We are not level on the boiler on the car anymore, but we'll be all right. Hopefully. It's a little slippery here.
Yep.
All right, we have plenty of clearance.
You see we're right?
I'm worried about that pressure gauge.
Pop it off.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right, one step at a time. You good?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. You good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
Hold. Just trying to
get leverage.
oh, get leverage first before we proceed.
All right.
Not today with the death pipe boiler. We have to go more towards this. Okay. Yep. Okay. All right, last one. All right, hold on. Take a little breather. All right. Let's try to wiggle it.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe. Fucking. That goddamn pressure troll.
Yeah.
All right, let's put it down.
I can hold it like this.
Hold on. Get out. There you go. Come on. Get out.
There she is.
Let's take this off. Let's not drop on the floor. Good. Now. Oh man, the cycler should be okay.
Yeah. This is sticking out much further.
Alright. Okay. We have a little more room here now.
Yeah. Let me just try to come to you and then shimmy back.
Okay. There you go. Okay.
There we go.
Should be good.
Yeah.
Just watch the hole in the ground.
Yep.
Watch the top right there. Okay.
We're good on my side with the sights.
Yep. Watch the hole.
Yep.
What am I stuck on? Okay. You know what? Let's go in right here. Put it down right here.
Coming down. Watch fingers.
Yep. Safe. All right, folks. Look at this. Wow. 8:22. Still Thursday. Payday, by the way. There's that damaged heat exchanger. And this side as well. All that buildup there. The game plan is once, I'm going to call James Diack. Once James and I get a breather after getting down the boiler, we're going to haul this bad boy up the basement stairs, going outside. And when Daniel gets here after he's finishing a service call, which we could not reschedule, the guy wanted us to come today. He wasn't giving up his appointment. Once he gets here, we'll load it up into his truck and we'll get rid of all the garbage. But right now we have some cinder block there as the base. We'll probably keep that. And yeah, good stuff. That return, 1.25 return, that's gonna stay. We're gonna adapt to the steam main here and get her in. And I think we'll be fired up by 11 o'clock, 11:30 the latest, with a combustion test. All right.
All right, hold on, wait. Ready? Okay, hold on. Ready? These wheels.
I know. Almost.
Oh, hold on, sorry.
It's okay.
Whew, my back.
Don't get hurt.
I'm not trying to. These wheels getting over the step.
I know. I'm gonna have a more better thing. I'm gonna grab it by the actual hand truck, and it'll be a little bit easier.
Okay. I can't get it from here.
No.
Shit. No. Could we switch? Or is that too much?
No, we could, but okay. You want to try one more time though?
Yeah, let me try one more.
Just try one more time. I don't want you to get hurt,
I
but
don't want to get hurt.
I just want to get I have a good grip on the hand truck, and I could lift up. Let me lift up. How's that? No? Okay.
Too much weight on this side.
Okay, let's go back down.
Okay.
Unless you want to leave it here.
What do you mean?
Leave it right here.
Okay.
It's not going anywhere.
Okay.
Thank you for calling New Line. This is Wolf Staff. How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to place an order.
I can help with that. Is it for Mikey's pipe?
Yep.
Perfect. And are you Mike?
Yep.
Perfect. Which address is the order?
1010 Central Avenue.
And which items did you need?
H9099.
The aluminum appliance hand truck.
Yep.
Do you need one of those?
Yes, please.
Perfect. At $385. And any other items?
That's it.
I have a subtotal $385 plus shipping with JP Express. Due to weather, we're still seeing a little bit of a delay, but we'll still get the order shipped out today for
Awesome.
you. Mike, did you want to use your credit card or bill?
Yep, the card on file.
See, I have two. Do you know the last four digits
It
and
does.
expiration?
It doesn't matter which one you use. They're both good.
Okay. All right, perfect. So I have that, which will ship out today to the 1010 Central Avenue.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Thank you too, Mike.
All right, bye. That was 1 minute and 21 seconds. I love you line. And tomorrow or the next day or Monday, you'll have a nice new aluminum hand truck.
Perfect.
Okay. Not too shabby. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes after 9 here. The Hartford Loop tee is in place. I got a 26-inch piece of 2-inch. That is going to go in the top of the boiler. Wow. That's the first. It spun right in for me. Today's going to be a good day. Knock on wood. Show the people. Looks good. Now we need to get from there to here for our equalizer. All right, working on the electric between him cutting piping. That's going to go there. Beautiful. I got to get the 1/2-inch lock ring on there. Put a switch on. We're going to finish that up. We're going to connect our wet return, and it's 9:25. Yeah. That's how you do it, folks. That's how you do it. There's got to be something wrong here. It's not 9:30.
Yeah, there's something wrong. It's that
This-
still stuck on this thing.
Oh, that's right. That's what it is. Beautiful. And if you guys look close enough, you will see that this is a high point right here. So I didn't have enough room here to make a drop header, but we did come up with a 24-inch piece coming up. The 90, the street 90, the T picking up that steam main, the another nipple, the 90, the longer nipple, the 90, going into a Hartford Loop. We got levels on everything. I'm not gonna be able to put a level there, but that is the high point. You can see that. And perfect. Perfect. It's 1 minute after 10. I need a 3/4 inch boiler joint. Seven after 10 in the morning. I want to get some cocky out of there. That wet return. The boiler feed's existing. Going to that drain, that giant pit in the floor. Let's get this set up on the right hand side, and then we'll fill up the boiler a little bit, maybe do a little skimming. Or we'll put some Surgex in there. See if there's anything coming out of that hose? Yeah, I see the steam.
Oh yeah.
It's a deep pit, huh?
That is a deep pit.
That's like the China.
Hello.
Yeah. That's China right there. All right. They got the Surgex?
Yes.
Perfect.
Right here.
Beautiful. All right, we're going to dump that in there. All right, we're adding water to the boiler now. Let's close this. Make sure that's still on there. Get on there, baby. Okay, good. We don't have the automatic feeder wired yet, but we're feeding it manually now. Wait for our water level to increase and fire up. Yep, they're all open. Okay. It's 12 after 10 here in the morning. Trying to beat a company record. The company record for completion of a boiler is 10:30 in the morning. Just me and James right now. We're trying to beat that record once I get the water level in this boiler. Why is there no water level yet? There we go. And she's nice and crystal clear. Look at that. Crystal clear. We did some adjustments to the pressure control. We're a little under 2, a differential of 1. We're gonna set this about 3/4 full. And we're gonna fire up. Fire in the hole. All right, James, you want to do the honor and close that bowl valve?
Sure.
Okay. Perfect. Let's turn the gas on. Open that. That's set to on, hopefully.
Was this shut at the... There you go.
All right. Good. Gotta love the way it goes. These are the lever connector model 221s. This is for 3 conductor. I gotta order for 2 conductor ones. We don't have any left in the shop. Here's your thermostat relay, transformer, intermittent pilot ignition control. This is the electronic ignition gas valve. This is the spark. There's the pilot tubing, ground wire, flame sensor. Tick, 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 tick. It's gonna time out with air. Oh. Here we go. Houston, we have ignition. It is exactly 10, 14, and 20 seconds at startup. Houston, we have ignition. Woo! Burnham SteamMax 125. There she is, folks. Here she is. Wow, as a matter of fact, just this month,
That's crazy.
February 2026. Wow, we put it right to work. Then that's why I source our equipment from FW Web in West Babylon. They are a plumbing, heating, and cooling distributor located in the northeast of the United States. I deal with the West Babylon branch. Andrew is the man. Every time I need something, like I had to go to the shop to get more fittings because I didn't bring 1.25" fittings for this job. I had none left. I sent him a text message. He instantly responded, Mike, you have them tomorrow. And that's what service is about. Amazing, amazing, folks. We got it up and running. The boiler, old one's still there. Daniel will be here probably in about another half hour, but by the time he gets here, we'll be cleaning up. And the homeowner will be nice and warm. Now look at how he even made it looking pretty. See that? There you go. That's that Nextar training right there, baby.
Yes.
That's right. All right, let's review components. We installed a, oh, cocky there. We installed a 110 volt single pole receptacle here. Sorry, switch, not receptacle. Oh, let me start over. All right, folks, let's review components. What was here before, this MC cable, I added a switch because it was just hardwired before, so we have a single pole switch there. Single pole, single throw. Pre-trimmed out was the pressure control, but it was set way too high. I lowered that to a little under 2 with a differential of 0.1 because the differential is subtractive. Here's our sight glass. We got a nice brass alloy pigtail. That's to keep the latent heat off of the pressure control. It would be nice if the the pressure gauge was after the pigtail as well, and it'll extend the life of the pressure gauges. So maybe we'll do that on our next steam boiler. We'll put a T here, plug that or cap that. Here's our sight glass. We like to see 3/4 or halfway full. Our low water cutoff. There's our Hartford Loop T. We have a boiler drain on the left-hand side and also the right-hand side. Our skimming port. We don't skim. I don't thread piping. I use Mega Press for steam. But there's our 15 PSI relief valve mounted vertically, discharge horizontally at the side with a drip leg. No more than 6 inches off the floor, minimum of 1 pipe diameter off the floor. That's the code. That is not the code. Just saying. There's the gas cock under the hood. We'll go over that once more. We have our primary secondary transformer. It takes 110 volts, makes 24 volts. Thermostat relay and harness in the front. Intermittent pilot ignition control. Gas valve. And in a moment, I will take out my thermal imaging camera and we will see. Ooh. It's getting there. It's not here yet. But we have some right there. Our equalizer is going to be hot as well. Nice. Beautiful. Excellent. And there's that lime green water from the chemical we added.
Did you make this up?
No. I just threw it on there. Yeah, she's steaming a little bit. She's a steamer. She's a steamer, mama. Very, 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 very nice. Nice job. All right, folks. Now it's time for thermal imaging. I'm using this by Milesy thermal imaging camera that just connects by Bluetooth to your smartphone, and it shows you temperature in color. There's that steam pipe coming out at the top, wraps around, picks up the steam piping leaving the boiler area. There is our equalizer to our Hartford Loop tee to our wet return. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Well, the stairs beat us, so we had to split it up in sections. Yummy. Absolutely yummy. So we took 2 sections off the 5, and then James and I carried out the boiler with the hand truck. It's 11:24, folks. The job is done. Let's see if I gotta try to wiggle my way out of this parking lot here. But 11:24, the job is done. Customer is happy. They got a nice new steam boiler, and we did a nice, exceptional job, and did not get a gratuity, but it's all good, folks. Sometimes they don't perceive the value you've given them to warrant a gratuity. Keep that in mind, folks. But we did sign them up for a maintenance plan. I offered the extended parts warranty that we offered through JB Warranties. They weren't interested at this time. I get it, it's okay. No pressure. But we got the job done before lunch. It's 11:27. Yeah, no, 11:20. 11:24. Let's go! And guys, don't forget, Monday, March 9th, 6:30 p.m. at the Troll Pub in Dayton, Ohio. Yes, I'm talking about you sitting in your parents' basement wearing your sister's underpants. A meet and greet hosted by ACIQ. Free food, free drink. The pre-Mikey Pipes birthday bash. That's going to be on Tuesday, March 10th, 2026 at 2 p.m. live streaming from ACIQ headquarters. You're not going to want to miss it, folks. If you're an HVAC dealer that's licensed and insured, you're not going to want to miss this opportunity. You owe it to yourself and to your clients to know about the great brand of ACIQ, headquartered in Dayton, Ohio. Amazing stuff, folks. Catch you in the next one. Be well, God bless, stay safe, and stay warm.